Welcome back to the sanctuary of the true story, to anything you want. You have tuned in to the only frequency that refuses to accept the superficial headlines of the day. We are the archivists of the celebrity soul, the cartographers of the human heart behind the fame. Today, we are turning our analytical lens toward one of the most enigmatic and discussed figures in the Turkish entertainment industry, Demet Özdemir. For months, the narrative surrounding Demet has been one of retreat. A woman who, burned by the fires of a brief and stormy marriage, had seemingly locked the gates to her heart. The tabloids labeled her as the woman who renounced marriage, a figure who had chosen career over companionship. But yesterday, with a few carefully chosen words, she shattered that label. In a single interview, she didn't just open a door, she revealed a new philosophy of life. We are here to dissect her surprising reversal, the psychological shift behind it, and the rumors linking her change of heart to the recent upheavals in Kenyaman's life. Before we embark on this journey of rediscovery, ensure your place in our community. Smash that subscribe button, ring the bell to stay ahead of the curve, and if you truly value this caliber of deep dive journalism, I urge you to click the join button. Your support allows us to keep digging deeper. Now, let us follow the path. To understand the magnitude of Demet Özdemir's recent statement, we must first revisit the landscape she has inhabited for the past year. Following her highly publicized and surprisingly short marriage to Obasan coach, Demet retreated into what the media termed a fortress of silence. The breakup was not just a separation, it was a bombshell that landed with concussive force on the gossip agenda, leaving debris that took months to clear. In the aftermath, the prevailing narrative was one of contraction. Reports suggested that Özdemir had shrunken into herself. While she never officially declared herself an enemy of love, her actions spoke of a profound fatigue. She distanced herself from the very concept of marriage, treating it like a radioactive element. She threw herself into her work with a monastic discipline, letting her projects speak while her personal life remained a closed book. The public perception was clear. This was a woman who had tried, failed, and decided that the risk was no longer worth the reward. Until, of course, she was asked that question. The setting was a standard industry event, flashing lights, red carpets, and the usual barrage of invasive inquiries. But when a reporter dared to ask, "Has your opinion about marriage changed?" the script was flipped. Instead of the expected diplomatic evasion or the icy no comment we have come to expect, Demet Özdemir offered a smile that was described as sincere and heartfelt. Then came the words that have since resonated through every newsroom in Istanbul: "Why not? If it's the right person, of course." Let us pause and analyze the weight of this phrase. It is a radical departure from her previous stance. It is not a defensive answer, it is an inviting one. It signals a thawing of the ice. But she didn't stop there. She continued, elaborating with a sentence that feels almost fatalistic in its hope: "If the path leads me to marriage, which I believe it will, yes, of course. Which I believe it will." This is the key. Demet Özdemir is no longer looking at marriage as a trap she escaped, but as a destination she might one day reach again. This admission has shocked the gossip columns, which had spent months convincing the public that Demet was done with the institution forever. I have to turn this over to you, the psychologists of the Anything You Want community. Do you believe that a person can truly heal from a public divorce this quickly? Is Demet's renewed hope a sign of true recovery, or is she simply a hopeless romantic at heart? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We read every single one. Why now? What triggered this sudden shift in perspective? The timing of Demet's revelation has not gone unnoticed by the hawks of the industry. According to rumors circulating in the most exclusive gossip columns, this change of heart is not entirely coincidental. It is alleged that the recent implosion of Kenyaman's relationship with Sarah Bluma has played a psychological role in Demet's awakening. Insiders suggest that seeing her former co-star and rumored flame navigate the chaotic waters of a breakup reminded Demet of a crucial truth. Relationships fail when the foundation is flawed, not because the institution of love itself is broken. The concept of the right time, the right person has reportedly become her new mantra. Seeing the emotional uncertainty in others seems to have clarified her own desires. She is no longer afraid of the institution, she is simply more discerning about the partner. Sources close to the actress paint a picture of a woman who has undergone a profound internal revolution. Demet Özdemir has spent her time in the shadows, not wallowing, but reflecting. She has reportedly dissected her past decisions, identifying where impulse overrode intuition. It's not like before, a source from her inner circle claims. The Demet of today is seeking something fundamentally different. She is no longer chasing the adrenaline rush of passion or the excitement of a whirlwind romance. She is seeking trust and peace. She has expressed to friends that she prefers to trust the process rather than force a timeline. This is a mature, grounded approach that contrasts sharply with the impulsive nature attributed to her past relationships. She hasn't closed the door, she has simply installed a better security system. She is willing to walk the path, but only if the companion is worthy of the journey. The reaction on social media has been swift and divided, yet overwhelmingly supportive. The phrase that has come to define this new era of Demet is, "Her heart is open, but her eyes aren't closed." Fans have flooded platforms like X and Instagram to praise her evolution. While some cynics argued that the best thing for her is to choose herself first, the majority celebrated her resilience. Comments like, "Demet believes in love no matter what and she is not running away from marriage, she is just waiting for the right moment," highlight the deep connection she has with her audience. They see her not as a celebrity, but as a woman navigating the same universal struggles of love and loss. Her emphasis on "if it's the right person" has reassured her fanbase that she is thoughtful, not reckless. With the door to marriage officially unlocked, the inevitable question arises. Who is standing on the threshold? Currently, there is no public name linked to Demet Özdemir. Her life appears to be a solo act, focused on her career and her personal growth. But these statements have sparked a wildfire of speculation. Is there a budding romance we have yet to see? Or is this merely a philosophical readiness? The gossip world is holding its breath. Every dinner, every outing, and every social media interaction will now be scrutinized under the microscope of this new declaration. If Demet is ready for the right person, then the hunt for that person has officially begun in the eyes of the media. We are witnessing the rebirth of a romantic. If you are inspired by Demet's ability to keep hope alive after heartbreak, please hit the like button right now. It helps us spread these positive narratives. And remember, by clicking the join button, you help us keep the lights on and the investigations running. Your support is our lifeblood. Perhaps the most striking aspect of this entire saga is the phrasing she chose. "If the path leads me to marriage, yes." This is not a desperate yes, nor is it a reluctant one. It is a yes born of self-assurance. It implies that she trusts her life's trajectory. She believes that if marriage is in her destiny, it will arrive naturally, not because she chased it, but because she was ready for it. It is a surrender to fate, but a surrender made from a position of strength. She has removed the wrong keys from her keychain, and she is waiting for the one that actually fits the lock. As the dust settles on this surprising interview, one thing is crystal clear: Demet Özdemir has not given up. She has risen from the ashes of her past, not as a bitter divorcee, but as a hopeful realist. She has redefined what it means to be single in the spotlight, not as a lack of options, but as a choice of standards. We will be here, watching the path alongside her. Who will be the one to finally meet her on that road? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this story is far from over. In fact, for the new, stronger Demet Özdemir, it may have only just begun. Thank you for tuning in to Anything You Want. We are your eyes and ears in the world of the elite. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the join button to support independent celebrity journalism. Until next time, remember, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is believe in love one more time.